Hi everyone! So we were able to get a last minute site at Lightning Lake Campground in Manning Park for a few days. So we were off on a quick trip. We hope you enjoy this video. We decided to take a detour via Highway 7 up to Hope. Views are really nice this way.
Much bigger spot than we need, but it was the only one available. Kind of sprinkling right now, but we're going to try the Skyline Trail, which is about 1 kilometer from here. Maybe just go for an hour and a half, turn around, come back, see where we get to.
The temperature today is good. We can leave Finch for a few hours and head out and do a hike together. But the weather's not that
Yeah, it's about 11 degrees this morning. Last night it got down to 5 or 6. So we've gone from too warm a summer to kind of cool weather. It's nice. So we started on the trail, and then there was a deer just peacefully feeding, so we're taking the loop around so we don't bother the deer.
Yeah.
Here's a fun fact. I actually asked Mickey to slow down a little. But I did a hard hike on Sunday with a weighted pack, so I'm much happier to do a moderate pace, and this trail is pretty much moderate uphill the whole way from the signpost. A little bit of a view off to the right and a cloudy view up here to the left. Recording this in very slow motion.
Sadly, it's not.
Nice view off to the Okanagan. And Mickey working her way up.
I sat down and I had to catch my breath. It's been months since I've actually done a hike like this, so.
I think that'll be our destination for the day. Comes Mickey. Last 100 feet's the worst.
Yay! I felt like I did Mount Outram.
Not quite. Not by a long shot.
I would say Everest, but that would be a little silly.
So we're having lunch up here. What a gorgeous spot. We're just about 1,940 meters, so I guess we've gained about 700 meters in elevation. Strike Lake, Thunder, Lone Goat Mountain, I think snow camp that way. It's beautiful. And we can see actually Skyview Campground from here as well. I couldn't figure out what all the vehicles parked there were. So what a gorgeous spot to have lunch. Took us maybe about 2 hours and 15 minutes or so from our campsite. So maybe a half hour less than that from the Skyline 1 turnoff. And some of the mountains and lakes, just spectacular. Imagine if it was a sunny day.
Yeah, and it's never that good when we're here for some reason.
Yeah, every time we come up here, the weather seems kind of crappy, which is maybe why we do this trip.
Yeah, we don't want to leave Finch for too long. And today we were comfortable because it wasn't sunny.
Yeah, this is usually about as far as we come when we do this trip. We've never gone all the way down. And also, happy anniversary to our friends Michael and Jane.
Yeah, happy anniversary, guys.
We just got into cell phone range on the top of this peak, and so we sent them a quick clip here wishing them, I think it's their 41st anniversary. So
great job.
Yeah, hope you're having a great day, guys. We're done. Nice trip. Not too long. Decent workout.
Hey, Mr. Finn. Are you happy we're back? One pot pasta meal today with pesto. Penne with pesto. And this is Tuberino brand from Italy. So it's really easy. You just boil water, toss it in 10 minutes, and it's cooked. I just added some extra kale and vegan ground for protein, and that was it.
Looks good.
Okay.
It's cold out. We're actually wearing our winter jackets. It's about 13 degrees today. All right, bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
I'm off to tonight's show, Bear 101. The presenter came by earlier and she wanted to remind us they have a show at 6:30 and 7:30. Mickey's too tired. She hasn't hiked in a couple of months, so she found today a bit tiring. So I'm heading over, and I've already offered to volunteer if they need someone that maybe wears a bear mask or I don't know. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. And it's raining, just sprinkling. Hoping it's a shower. And they're kind enough to bring umbrellas for folks as well. Well, that was actually a lot of fun. And I learned a few things. And I didn't have to volunteer. There's lots of kids that wanted to volunteer. A couple things I hadn't realized, but there are grizzly bears in Manning Park. So something else that I reinforced for me was just a reminder that you can't rely on color to determine what type of bear you're looking at. For some brown bears, which are grizzly bears, are almost black, and some black bears are largely brown. So typically they're black and brown, but not always.
He's tired now. We'll see if we can make it all the way to the lodge, to the Manning Park Resort Lodge for lunch. It's a long walk though, so we'll see. Trying to stay off the road as much as possible. There's 20-minute lake.
We're about 2.5 kilometers from our campsite, and if we go to the resort, we've got about 4 kilometers more to go on the little muddy trail, and then the road trail that goes along the road in the Civilcamine.
Little muddy trail. And here's the back of Skyview Campground. Very muddy.
The trail we want to go on is over there. I was all for crossing the creek, but Mick suggests we use the bridge. And that's the route over there if you want to go up to Coldstream Campground. It's about a kilometer. It's a nice loop hike actually, if you like to do that from Cold Spring.
Well, I guess we'll have to
Got back up to the road.
Yeah.
Just crossed the road, and right across the trail is another trail. It takes us, you can see the cabins at Manning Park, or some of the cabins, and we're just following the trail behind them. That should take us to the resort. Not the most scenic ending, but it's actually shorter this way than we thought.
We worked hard for a nice lunch. Perfect timing, 12:30.
All right, I've got the bear paw burger, and Mickey's got a vegan burger.
We were going to go home tomorrow, but we decided to see if we can get a spot here at Skyview. So we actually got a spot for 2 nights.
We can go home on the weekend, just works out easier.
Yeah. There we go. We just extended our trip impulsively. Hi. How'd you do today? It's a few hours. You okay? Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah. Yeah, you're a good boy. Ooh, big yawn.
Our lunch was so filling because we both had burgers and fries that we're just having some homemade Greek salad for dinner, light dinner.
And we have a vegan chocolate torte for dessert. We took that to go from the resort. So
looks very tasty. It sort of got knocked around because we carried it back in our backpack.
Yeah, we didn't want bears to get attracted.
Yeah, it looks really good. And shout out to Manning Park Lodge because they had a number of vegan dishes on their menu.
It's rich, but it's good. Just checking things out. Good morning, everyone. So we have checked out of our site at Lightning Lakes Campground, and we just stopped by the Manning Park Resort here, catching up on our emails and things because there's no Wi-Fi at the campground. We are going to be driving for a couple hours, I think, because it's not check-in time at Skyview Campground. So we'll maybe go up to Princeton, do some grocery shopping, because the 2 additional nights is unexpected. So we'll need to stock up a little bit and then come back to Skyview.
Yeah, we decided to go to Skyview just because we felt like spending a couple more nights here. We're really enjoying it. And so we thought we'd just try a different campground this time. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. View underneath our canopy. Very nice. We thought it was going to rain. Well, good morning. Well, I'm at what might be our last day at Manning Park. I'm actually on the Mount Frosty Trail right now. Walked by the lake this morning. It's beautiful. I'm out just enjoying a nice morning. Weather's supposed to be fairly bad shortly. So I'll maybe just go up, part way up the trail, stay out for a few hours. Last night there was a thunder, lightning, and I think some hail. That kept me awake for quite a while. So slept in. I think I started up here a little after 9. Actually, I haven't seen anyone on this trail, and that's common. Might see a few folks on the way down. This is the upper Lightning Lake. Weather doesn't look too bad so far. My watch told me I just passed the 4-kilometer mark from a van. I like this part of the trail. Nice views, good trail. I wouldn't want to do this in winter though. It'd be just a sheer slope of snow. The weather's starting to change. Dark clouds rolling in. Campsite's actually about 7 kilometers from the trailhead. We're about 4 kilometers after that, and you're at the summit. But of course, the last sort of 2 to 3K are really steep. An outhouse. I have some tent pads here, and an old cabin up ahead. The mountain larch trees are just starting to turn. And this fall they'll be a nice gold color. I'd actually like to come up beginning to mid-October. Maybe a little snow on the peak then too. The weather's starting to fall apart. So I'm debating whether I want to do it. It's going to take me an hour to do the next little bit, no doubt. Okay, summit's there. I'm maybe 300 meters, 1,000 feet below it, but it's a very steep 1,000 feet. Maybe under 2K, maybe 1.5 kilometers to go. I was debating whether I'll go. If it rains, I'll stop, but I'm only young once, so I may as well do it. All right, I'm here at the summit. What of you? Here's the funny thing, you can actually FaceTime people from here. So, Frosty Summit, it's just a little under 8,000 feet. US is that way. Most of Manning Park's that way. The Okanagan's that way. And believe it or not, as I stop to just take a little break, even up here, I find a beer can. I'll have to bring that back for Henry. If I knew it was going to be the socked in, I probably wouldn't have come up, but just couldn't resist, and who knows, maybe it'll clear up as I head out. Anyway, beautiful hike. I must admit, even in the fog, I enjoyed it. Just starting to rain. Alright, gotta go that way. I was just able to phone Mickey. Well, I still got cell reception and let her know I was on my way down. She says it's started to rain down there now too. I managed to get down that steep section before it got very wet. And I'm just in the upper meadows right now. Beautiful even in the rain. Like a whole little family of you. We should move off my trail. Where's Mother? I can hear her calling off in the background. very difficult to get around, you guys. Yes. We'll have to cut through the bush somehow. There you go. Oh yeah, there you go. You can fly. You're one of the parents behind me.
Good morning, everyone. So we just left Skyview Campground at EC Manning Park, and we had a good stay there. Of course, it kind of
it got kind of wet.
Out. Yeah, we got washed out the last couple of days, but
yeah, it was still nice. It was fun. It was nice to have the ability to plug in, and their shower building, as you've seen in some of our previous videos, is so nice, and it's heated, so it's just pleasant when you go in for a shower.
Yeah, it's an interesting contrast between the Lightning Lakes Campground and the Skyview Campground. Different sort of clientele, I guess you can call it.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I mean, it's Lightning Lakes is, I think it feels busier, but of course the campsites are more rustic feeling, more in the forest.
Yeah.
Skyview is more open, and it's more big rig friendly. Like we were, joking, we were about the only people there without, a pickup and a large trailer. There was a few others, but it tends to be more for big rigs, and just the way it's set up. And it has full service site, so it just makes some sense.
Yeah, it's actually really nice because I think a lot of people, they don't really need to use the facilities, so the facilities
aren't as busy.
Yeah, and it's newer and cleaner and everything.
Yeah.
So, and we really liked the site we were in. We really liked that site actually. It's the summer sites they call it, because the water lines, I guess, and the sewer lines are not insulated, so they close that off in the winter and turn it into the cross-country trail.
Crosses actually that section where we were camped.
Yeah, but in the summertime, it's full service. You have everything. You have your sewer, water, and electricity.
And sometimes some sort of internet. Yeah. You can pay $5 a day for Wi-Fi if you wish.
Yeah, actually, you can go near to the gatehouse, or
yeah,
gatehouse has better internet coverage.
It's also nicely located. I mean, you're only a short walk. Well, you can do a short walk around 20-Minute Lake. It's right behind you. It's a relatively short walk to Lightning Lake, and yesterday I walked from our campsite to the Mount Frosty Trail, and it's only about 1 kilometer, so it adds a kilometer each way to what would have been what is a 22-kilometer trip, so making it 24, which is not bad. And I got a great hike in yesterday. It kept growing. I just was only going to go part way, and suddenly just decided I may as well summit. And it was so wet when I got back, though. I looked like I'd gone diving with Henry Wang. But it was really fun. Mickey was laughing because when I came back, I was, dancing in the rain kind of thing.
Yeah,
I had a nice trip.
He seemed really happy, so that's good.
Only saw a couple people on the way up as I came out, so I really liked it because it felt quite an adventure. It was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So we really enjoyed our trip, our unexpectedly extended trip to Manning Park. Even though the weather got bad at the end, we still really enjoyed our stay. I rested a lot, which is good, and I still got to get a hike in, so that's nice.
Hike, actually.
And Finch enjoyed it too. Okay, so that's it for this trip. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. And we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.